I don't know, man. I think we got to put out a top-notch lineup.
Yeah, you don't want to send the fans home with a subpar lineup.
Well, I don't want to lose either.
Right.
Like, I'd like to be undefeated at home.
Yeah.
Like, we've yet to lose at home, knock on wood. Like, I don't want to have an L this year. What is happening, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Currently on No Other Pod, part of KC Sports Network. I'm back. Daniel Kooser here with my friend Chris Wright. Jimmy filled in last week. I listened to you guys. It's not the same. It's not the same having you in my ear holes like that. I didn't like it.
It's not the same, but I appreciate Jimmy for filling in, and it's always a different dynamic with Jimmy and I. So I'm sure that's the same way for you. You know, I know he kind of leads it, and the roles are reversed a little bit with you guys, right?
Maybe a little bit. You let him lead this thing. You didn't take the lead.
He does such a good job of it. I was like,
Okay.
we'll just kind of roll with the punches, just kind of let it.
I wondered, I was like, is Chris going to take some ownership here, or is Jimmy going to come in and run the thing? And he came in and captained the pod. It was interesting.
That's what he does. And I don't know, you have such a fun charisma on this show. Like, it's such a high standard to live up to.
Right.
That, nobody.
The handsomeness levels are off the charts too. Charisma, handsomeness, it's wild.
It's all, 11 out of 10.
I know. YouTube makes us upload this in like 720 because if it's at 1080p, it's not good. Too handsome. And
restricted content. Too handsome.
And the humbleness factor is good too. We're very high humbleness.
Salt of the earth.
Dude, you guys fucking talked for like an hour. I was miffed. I was like, holy cow, this is an hour-long podcast? I had no idea that our pod can go that long.
I didn't either. I just kept going and going.
Just having a good time. That was wild.
Yeah.
And I was listening to you guys while I was getting ready for one of our theme park days. Man, it was, vacation's supposed to be very relaxing. Ain't nothing relaxing about vacation, ever. You just walk, and the shoes you bought for the trip are now getting too small because your feet are swelling. I averaged like 22,000 steps a day, man. 22,000.
Good Lord.
Out of control. So, but I did it, and it was good. You don't really have to exercise when you're walking that much. So, getting back into a workout routine this week has been rough. Let me tell you.
I bet. I want to ask you, what was your favorite part of your trip, or your favorite ride, or your favorite experience?
Oh,
what did you have?
We did the Universal Halloween Horror Nights. Never done that before. There are 10 different haunted houses. We did 6 out of the 10, which is pretty good for being in there at 4:00 in the afternoon and staying until midnight. Not too bad. So that was a cool experience. Kind of spooky. My wife is very funny when she gets scared. She just kind of seizes up like a board. So that was cracking me up.
Reminds me of those goats that, like, when you scare them, they just freeze and like fall over.
Very, very possum.
A fainting goat. Yeah, fainting goat.
And she like marches in place, like it does a little grape stomp. But no, dude, that new Guardians of the Galaxy ride in Florida, that Cosmic Rewind, that's another level. That's a fun freaking ride.
That's awesome. How long did you spend there?
We were only there we did 4 days of stuff.
Okay.
We got in Monday night and left Saturday morning. Very short-lived. Of course, I had to do a couple of escape rooms because that's what I like. I like doing escape rooms. Those are fun. And we were for one of them, we were by ourselves, but for another one, we were with a family of 4. And we all worked well together. At the end, I wanted to be like, do you guys want to exchange information? Because this was a really cool partnership.
Want to hang out sometime? Do another one?
Well, you know how it is when you're paired with newbies, and it's like they start asking stupid questions. It's like, no, stop focusing on that. You're stupid. Yeah, these people knew what they were doing. So, but beautiful weather. I came back to this freezing place, man. It's just nasty. It's been raining since I landed on Saturday. What's going on?
It's not going to get any better, man.
I know.
This is going to come out Wednesday, which is when the national team game at CPKC, which the weather looks miserable. And then on Saturday, when we play the Wave. I think it's still
Sunday.
in the 50s. Sunday. I'm sorry.
Sunday.
Still in the 50s, I think. So
Okay. Get the hoodies out. No big deal.
Yeah. We're used to some hoodie weather here in Kansas. We'll be all right.
That's fine, I guess. Yeah, man, but USA's in town playing at CPKC Stadium for the first time ever. And as we've kind of speculated, maybe the last time because of how many seats are in there. You know what I mean? Like you think they'll come back? It's hard to believe that they would.
11,500 people is pretty low for their normal stadium requirement. The only way I could see them come back is if it's just such an incredible atmosphere that, they have to come back.
So we got to bring it.
If you want more national team games, we just got to bring it.
Just get loud.
Just get loud. All 90 minutes.
That's a good point, man, because people listening to this right now might be on their way to the match. This is a little pregame pod for you. That's a PGP, if you didn't know. No, if we get loud and let them know, it's like a traveling circus, right? It's like, let them know you want them to come back to this town. Let a WWE show, let them know you're having a good time. So
we have to be undeniable. We have to make it so where they have to come back.
That'd be nice. And you guys talked about it last week, man. We have no shortage of people playing for the team. I mean, Labonta got called in last minute due to an injury, which is super cool. I heard you talk about how, you thought maybe Sharples would get a call, but that didn't happen.
And Izzy, I didn't think about it at the time, but I thought Izzy would be called up as well.
Yeah.
Playing out of her mind.
But who was it? Allie Sentnor, Michelle Cooper, and Claire Hutton, right? The other three?
Yep.
So that's 4, dude. We could potentially see 4 of our players on the field at some point this evening. That's pretty cool.
They got to make that happen. Hopefully Emma Hayes somehow, makes it work.
It's a friendly pander to the home crowd. Pander to us. Give us what we want. You know what I mean? Do your emotes. Give us all your moves. Like your go home. It's a go home show. We're excited.
New Zealand. We're not playing, England or anything like that. We can just have some fun with this one.
And this game does not matter. And I can't imagine. But also, you don't want to tire out those players. Those players are going to have a game this weekend.
It's true.
Not that we have a meaningful game at all. Like it doesn't matter. But hey, I've been kind of off the grid all week last week. So, is there any news about Chawinga's injury?
No.
Really?
Well, abductor. So it's an abductor injury. No timeline, and just kind of looking at the Twitter doctors. Depending on the type of the severity of it, right? Is it just like a grade 1 or just a strain? We really don't know. There's been no additional information, but on her, Instagram post, it led me to believe that there's a chance she can come back. Or at least maybe I'm just trying to be, hopeful and optimistic, but we haven't heard anything otherwise.
Her Instagram post?
Yeah, she posted that. It was an abductor injury. Mentioned she was going to miss her international games, but she's working hard to get back on the field for Kansas City.
Yeah,
something to that effect.
We could have a playoff game as early as next Friday.
Oh my God.
I've been doing some insane speculation, like trying to plan my schedule because the playoff games won't get announced till the bracket set on Sunday night. I expect, don't you think the playoff schedule will come out at 6:30 or 7, something like that?
Yeah, I would expect so.
Because all the games are kicking off at 4, little decision day atmosphere. And I looked last year, I was like, okay, when did Orlando play? Because they were the number 1 overall seed. When did they play their first game? And they played it that Friday night. Now, I'm not saying that this will follow suit. I'm not saying we'll play Friday night, but that's all I'm going off of. I'm expecting we might play Friday night. So I have to go back multiple years and see if that's tradition, if the number 1 seed will play on Friday,
Normally I wouldn't mind that, but because of Chawinga's injury, to me, every day matters, every day counts, but we just don't have enough information to really dig into it too much.
I'm supposed to have I have improv shows next Friday and Saturday, so Sunday night I might be telling my group, hey, I'm not going to be there. Because I'm not missing playoff games. It ain't happening.
Yeah, I mean, if there's one time you miss, right, it's got to be this one.
I mean, I basically work in sports doing this show, man. It's almost feels like a job. We're required to be there. I can't miss that shit.
No, not at all.
So, some other things, man. I think we might have talked about this when it happened, but Casey Current put out a big thank you to Kristen Hamilton, who is going to retire at the end of this year. I can't remember if we talked about this because we've known about this for a minute. I just don't think it's been publicly written about, you know?
Yeah, she posted basically, announcing her retirement on Instagram, and I think that came out right before a game or something like that, or a day before the game. So I don't think we touched on it the following pod. But yeah, man, I mean, she's been such a big contributor to this league, and back in the dark days when they're getting paid minimum wage, and to see how much she's helped grow the league with North Carolina and Kansas City, it's been really cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's she's been instrumental in the success of this game. You know what I mean? And
under the radar talent, like doesn't get all the accolades and attention that like national team players do, but such a constant contributor to the league.
Oh yeah, for sure. And she's been in this league for 11 years, man. She joined when NWSL was like a year old. So big time veteran. And we'll miss her. I'll miss her personality, but I'm sure she'll be around as long as Elizabeth Ball's around, right?
Yep. And then she came over due to the Amy Rodriguez trade.
Yes.
And I think they played each other, or we made the trade and they played in Kansas City a few days later. So literally, within the week, the trade was announced and they were playing for Kansas City against their former team, which was absolutely, that was one of the reasons for the CBA, an additional reason there. But you can't say enough about her, man. She was a shining, star when we were struggling, when we were Woso KC. So,
very much so.
Been with really throughout it all. Yeah,
I remember her whooping some ass in the Challenge Cup. Remember that?
I think she's tied for the most goals with Dabinia, if I remember correctly.
2023, she got the first hat trick in NWSL Challenge Cup history. Remember that game?
Yeah.
And then was named the tournament's MVP, which was pretty cool. So she's a champion, dude. She's won championships, and I hope we can send her off with another championship this year. Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, that'd be great. And, she's obviously a part of Pitch Side and does a realtor business here in Kansas City as well. So hopefully she stays with the community and just, all around benefit to the city as well.
Oh yeah, totally. As I mentioned earlier, what was it? What time do we play Sunday? It's 4:00 game, right? Or is it 2:00 game?
It's
2:00 game,
which is before everybody else. Like for whatever reason, the other games I believe are at the same time, and this one is not.
What? Because it
does really matter.
Oh, it's on ESPN and ESPN Plus and ESPN Deportes. Yeah, it really doesn't matter, huh?
It matters for San Diego in terms of seeding and home playoff capability, but not ultimately in terms of who's going to make the playoffs.
Right. Interesting. So we don't. That's pretty cool. We don't have to worry about watching all these other games at the same time. We can finish our game and then worry about the others later. That's pretty cool.
Go home and turn on the TV and watch the madness unfold.
I don't know if I like that though, because that's not a true decision day. Like, why are we being singled out like that? I know TV rights and ratings and whatever probably come into play, but like a true decision day, they all start at the same time. I don't know why we aren't doing that.
Yeah.
Except, MLS does like Eastern Conference all at like 4 and then Western Conference all at 7 or something. So I don't know. I'm upset. But moving on. Announced today or yesterday, if you're listening on Wednesday, announced Tuesday, Casey Current is to represent NWSL on the global stage at World Sevens Football. Never heard of World Sevens Football. Had to do some reading. Don't hate the idea of it. It's the first ever North American edition of this tournament. It's 7v7, which is pretty cool. You and I have played a lot of 7v7 indoor soccer. December 5th through 7th in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Pretty cool, man. It's a women's tournament. Casey Current and San Diego Wave FC will represent the NWSL. There'll be a Toronto team, Mexico's Club America, and Tigres. Brazil team, and a Colombia team. It's pretty neat. I think the streaming rights are going to be on, I believe you said it's pronounced DAZN, DAZN.
Yep.
So I'm not sure how to watch that streaming service because I'm old, buddy. I don't know what to do.
I'll try to send you some links. It might, give you a couple of additional pop-ups you got to X out of, but I'll send you some links. But
these sound like totally legal links. I'm very excited for these legal links. Okay.
Yeah. Above board. We're good to go. But dude, $5 million is on the line. $5 million.
For the club or for the players?
The prize pool, one of the largest in women's football. I'm not sure if that is if it's broken out like first place, second place, or if that's like winner take all.
Oh, that's what it would mean, a prize pool, which means it'll be spread across teams. Yeah. Gotcha.
It'll be divided over 4 sessions, semi-final, third place, and the championship. But when you have 7-on-7, man, it's important you have Brazilians.
Well, yes.
And we have a few. So, I think we're gonna do okay.
I think
I can see the Bina, she would crush it. You can see like Cooper, Setnor, Lorena. So I think we'll be in good shape.
Yeah. You can get 3-day passes to this thing, which is kind of neat. What's 3-day pass cost? Oh, you can get a VIP cabana, bro. Look at that.
Oh.
3-day pass, which looks like the cheapest route to get you to sit on the goal line party deck. $221 for a 3-day pass.
Dude, and that's seeing all of those teams.
That's all the games. Yeah.
That's wild.
What a time.
What a great value.
Should we go?
If we don't make the championship, we might as well.
Oh my gosh. Don't even say that as a possibility. Well, regardless, what a cool situation. Very excited. So let's take a quick break here, bud. We'll come back, talk all about the national team game coming up. But calling all Chiefs fans, you could be on the field at the 50 inside GEHA field for the official coin toss at a Chiefs home game this season. Visit Chiefs.com/GEHA now. Enter to win a chance to be on the field for a once-in-a-lifetime view of the pregame coin toss. Plus, you can score other exclusive prizes. Enter for a chance to win at Chiefs.com/GEHA. GEHA is a proud partner of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Chiefs Kingdom, I have got a question for you. What is your favorite touchdown? Well, for me, I can confidently say that my favorite touchdown, it's the next one. Because with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, every touchdown could bring you closer to cashing in. From the first touchdown score to anytime touchdown props or the thrill of live in-game betting, every snap is loaded with opportunity. From spreads to money lines, same-game parlays, regular parlays, you want it, DraftKings has got it. Here's the best part. Bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $200 in bonus bets instantly. I use DraftKings Sportsbook, and you should too. Your team hitting pay dirt pays out to you. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code KCSN. That's code KCSN to turn $5 into $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, fees may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bet must win to receive reward. Minimum minus 500 odds required. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
I'm Brett Goodwin, one of the owners of The Learning Tree. The Learning Tree is a neighborhood toy store in Prairie Village, Kansas. This has been here in this location since 2000s, and my husband Alan and I purchased the store in 2023. Alan and I grew up in families where we've always wanted to have a business together. Alan grew up, for instance, his parents had a jewelry store. I worked in a local toy store here in Prairie Village when I was growing up. When this opportunity happened in 2023, we knew right away we wanted to contact them and pursue the store. We wouldn't have been able to get the store without the team at Emprise Bank. From the day we contacted them, they knew what we needed to do, which was very helpful. I would absolutely recommend the team at Emprise Bank to anyone looking to secure a business. We worked with Emprise from day one. They were extremely helpful. They were always great resources. We talk to them frequently. They know the area. They're very friendly. We know who we're going to talk with, and they know what we need to do. We hope we'll see you at the Learning Tree.
All right, welcome back, everybody. So we have got a game to preview against San Diego Wave. This game means nothing to us, but before we do, USWNT is in town. This is cool, man. I feel like a clown for not being able to watch this game on Sunday. Let me backtrack. I was absolutely able to. I didn't know they were playing, dude. I was in Florida all week and was just furthest thing from my mind. And I was available. I was watching the Formula One race in Mexico. And then I'm seeing things online about this USA game. I'm like, son of a, what? How did I miss this? And our people got playing time, man. And that pisses me off.
Yeah, I mean, the first game, U.S. lost 2-1 to Portugal. And it was kind of a tough game to watch, to be honest. Although Cooper was flashing during that game.
Wait, hold on. There was first game? There's
two. There's two.
So I missed the second game. The first game, I wasn't even thinking about it because I'm in line to ride Tron. So what? Okay. So did people play and score? What happened?
So Roosevelt came out and scored pretty early. Then Portugal scored off of two set pieces. So Portugal won 2-1. But Cooper started in the first game. She had a really good game. She flashed like crazy, hardworking. She had a play where a through ball came in. She kind of diced up a defender, cut back in, and got fouled right outside the penalty box. So a couple feet, inwards, and that would have been a PK. But she was dangerous the entire time. So I thought Cooper had a good game, but the team struggled in the first game, just wasn't connecting. But in the second game, the one that you were able to watch, the U.S. won 3-1 behind 2 goals from Moultrie and a goal from Sam Coffey with an assist from Ali Setnor.
Okay.
And in the second game, Setnor started and Hutton started. So,
all right.
Yeah, look,
I don't like that we lost to Portugal when we're ranked. We're ranked number 2 as far as the FIFA rankings from August 7th.
Right.
That dropped us down to 2. We were number 1, so that sucks. But now Portugal's at 23. We shouldn't be losing to a 23 ranked team.
No.
Who are we? KU basketball? This is crazy.
KU football? I mean, sorry, Nick. Yeah, it just really still feels like Emma Hayes is trying to figure it out. Get some, veteran players meshing with younger players, just seeing who would make a major tournament, right? So it kind of feels like she's still feeling things out. But I mean, this second game, there's a lot more positive than negative. Jaden Shaw had a good game. Moultrie, scored 2. It was a Moultrie game there.
Moultrie is, I'm liking her, dude. I'm liking her a lot.
She's really kind of come into her own, and she was the reason why young players could even play in the NWSL. She had to sue the NWSL to play, if I remember correctly. For Portland, yeah. She was, I think, the first, I don't know how old she was, maybe 16 or something, young player to come into the league. And she actually had to sue to be able to play. That's pretty wild when you look at it now, how far they've come. And we just have 15-year-olds signing contracts.
Yeah.
But so in the second game, Setnor and Hutton started. And then a little later, Lowe came on in the 86th. And really, that's kind of all it was. But the U.S. dominated from beginning to end. Moultrie scored in the first minute and then in the 10th. So just really kind of, took him out of it within the first 10 to 15 minutes. Other than that, it was kind of a normal U.S. game. But, one thing worth pointing out, since we're talking about international soccer here, Brazil beat England. I don't know if you caught that.
I did not. Now that's a good freaking game, by the way. That's the number 4 versus number 7. That'd be a good matchup.
And you know who scored? Bia in the 9th minute.
Amazing.
She had a beautiful, beautiful goal, kind of, use her strength to, keep a player at bay, and shot that ball right in the back of the net. It was beautiful. And then just something else worth of note, Lorena they took a PK on Lorena, and she was close. She didn't stop it, but she was close to blocking it. So yeah, man, what a big win by Brazil.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Chawinga would have played for her national team had she not been on the shelf right now. What a horrible way to put it. She's on the shelf. But dude, we should have no trouble on Wednesday, against New Zealand. I mean, New Zealand's sitting at 33 in the FIFA rankings. But stranger things have happened. I think the energy in KC will be unmatched. So I think that'll, I don't know, man. Would love to see one of our ladies get a goal or assist, right?
I would love to see Sentnor. Well, really any of them, by the way. But I know Sentnor is kind of, she hasn't scored in a little bit. So trying to regain her form, I think that'd be pretty big, especially at home. But man, I just love to see Cooper score. I think the crowd will just lose it if she was able to get one.
Yeah, it'll get nuts. And they're going to try a little harder too. Like it's something about like your fans are there, or your family's in attendance. You tend to play a little harder, a little better. No matter what level of sport you're on, I think you always just want to make daddy proud or make your people proud, right?
I'll never forget that header that you had in indoor with your parents sitting like a few feet from the goal.
They're right there.
Yeah.
Right by the goal.
That was one of the most beautiful headers. And I mean,
it's a corner kick.
Yeah. You jumped up and just kind of whipped your head, which is hard to do, by the way. And I think that's the only time I've ever seen you do it. But
pretty wild.
That was pretty wild. So
yeah, my dad goes, do you score a lot of those? I was like, no. Not at all. So glad you got to see that. That was wild.
But another fun thing about this game is, to me, this is an opportunity for the Current to, show the rest of the players what kind of facilities we have. Some of these players don't play in the NWSL. So
yeah, good
come
point.
over, see what, which could be missing out on.
It's a little scouting trip too, man. Like, maybe someone wants out of their club overseas. Yeah. They're like, yeah, I'd like to go back to the States, man. Kind of missing things. Sure would love to play for Kansas City. Not that we need anybody right now, but how rosters are. There's always some turnover at the end of the year. So it is definitely a scouting trip when you think about it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like they probably try to do that for every international team who comes over. Anybody who comes to Kansas City, I'm sure they're, tongue in cheek trying to show them all the resources they could have.
100%. Shifting gears towards this Sunday, we go against the number 5 ranked San Diego Wave. We have damn near twice the points as them, but we also have damn near twice the points of everybody. So this game is very meaningless to us. I know we're still going to pack the stadium. It's not like people aren't going to be there to watch a game, because that's what we do. But win, lose, or draw, this doesn't matter. But man, I'd love to win and just keep extending that points record, just 3 more, Yeah. I was very mad that I didn't get to talk about the loss last week.
Do you want to talk about it? Do you want to take a little riff, or you good?
Don't need a riff. I was just very miffed at the whole situation. I was very just like, this isn't right. How are we losing this game? Like, this is bad. So it is what it is, but I didn't like it. I didn't like how that went down.
Well, and we might look back on it and be like, maybe that was a good thing, right? Because we were coming in pretty high, maybe just being humbled and just showing that, hey, it can happen to us if you, lose your focus, or, you're not paying attention, or you just put your guard down. It can happen to us. And it did.
Yeah.
And maybe they just keep that mindset moving forward.
Well, I think even Vlatko was like, these things can happen, and I guess it's a good thing it happened now and not 2 weeks from now, or 3 weeks, whatever it is. But god dang, dude, if that's the playoffs, that's a heartbreaking situation. And we will play better teams than them in the playoffs. So I hope we're getting our shit together, because that sucked. That was embarrassing.
I was really, when that happened, I was really curious to see how we would respond, to that adversity with Chawinga going out and going down. And, we were clearly the better team when you watch the game. Just one of those games where they just were able to score, and, we couldn't find an answer.
Yeah. Some wild things though, like even though this Sunday doesn't mean anything to us, yes, San Diego could jump into hosting a playoff game depending on how things turn out. As of right now, they are not hosting a playoff game, but they could. Gotham could also jump up there, dude, and jump up to like third place and host a playoff game. So, but the only two teams really fighting it out to fill out this last 8th spot is Racing Louisville and North Carolina Courage. And North Carolina hosts Gotham. Not great for them. Racing Louisville hosts Bay. So if I was a betting man, I'm thinking Racing Louisville should be able to lock down that last spot.
Yeah. Nope. I completely agree. North Carolina is going to play for just that hope, right? Just that hope that they can get the win and Racing to lose. But, presumably you could have, we're playing the number 8 seed, right? That's who we're going to play in the first round. Right. And there's we could play Gotham if Racing win and Gotham loses.
Good.
So you could potentially be playing Gotham the first game, which is kind of scary.
Don't like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's be honest. Any team now is scary to me, because now it matters. Now it means something. Now there's consequences.
Yeah, but Gotham and Washington are like the scaries. You know what I mean? Like those worry me the most. Not to say Orlando hasn't found their stride here lately, so even all of them, the top 8 teams, man, that'll look crazy. It's exciting to see it fill out finally.
Yeah, and then losing to Houston scares me. Scared me. So now I'm looking at any team. I'm like, well, they're dangerous in this way or that way. But it's definitely, it's fun for a neutral or somebody who's either out of the playoffs or already in, to where they don't have to worry. Because from the 8th spot to the 3rd spot, that's only 5 points.
Yeah.
A lot can change in those, in this last game.
Yeah, just that. Just the fact that 7th place could actually end up in 3rd.
Yeah,
that's
or 3rd to 7th. Yeah,
3rd could also end in 7th. It's insane to me. Very fun to watch those things change throughout. How they do like live standings updates and like, as of right now, here's your bracket. And now it's changed.
Yep.
I'm excited for all that.
Is there? Just taking a quick look at the San Diego game. By the way, they beat the brakes off of Chicago 6-1 in their last game.
Wow, good. Glad we're getting them at a good time when they're not scoring too many goals.
They had an XG against Chicago of 3.68.
Wait, so their goal differential was +3, and now it's +8. Wow, yeah. What a way to increase that in one game.
When they play well, man, they can be a scary team. Cascarino is always scary. Dudinha, I think I pronounced her name correctly. She scored for Brazil as well. She scored 2 in this game against Chicago. I'm just glad it doesn't really matter, to be honest.
Right.
I don't know what our lineup will look like, because we talked about it before you went on vacation with Houston. I was like, they're probably going to put out a soft lineup like they did the previous week, and they put out a top-notch lineup against Houston. Kansas City did, and I didn't think they would, so I kind of wonder what they're going to do against San Diego.
Can you afford to not play your people though? Like, you need to get them some meaningful minutes before our first potential playoff game it could be next Friday. You know what I mean? And now Surely not. Oh, who knows? Someone's got to play on Friday, and that's only 4 days rest. So, what do you? I don't know, man. I think we got to put out a top-notch lineup.
Yeah, you don't want to send the fans home with a subpar lineup.
Well, I don't want to lose either.
Right.
Like, I'd like to be undefeated at home.
Yeah.
Like, we've yet to lose at home, knock on wood. Like, I don't want to have an L this year.
Especially going two L's going into the playoffs. I mean, that
would be bad.
That's not good for the mindset of the team.
We've all seen what happens if you kind of crawl your way into the playoffs like that. We're not crawling our way in, but if you start racking up losses, that's not going to be good. So, we need to get back to winning ways, man. I think we'll see our starters and get some confidence back.
I mean, not only was it the U.S. that played, but Brazil, as we talked about. So I don't know if Bia will get the normal amount of minutes she typically would if she had not had a national team game. So a lot of things up in the air with when you take the national team, play into consideration. I don't know if some of these players are going to get 60 or 45 or, try to do a full, 80 or 90. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yep. A lot of things to think about.
But get there early. Chawinga bobblehead night.
Right?
First 5,000 people. I usually get there late. Not this time. I'm going to get there early. Time? Nope. I'm getting a bobblehead. I will throw a fit if I don't.
I will too. I would very much like one. And, they'll pop up online probably. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks.
Right.
But I think that... Where do you usually park and do the shuttle situation?
Yeah, I park and shuttle. It's actually not too bad, man. If you get there early, it's even better. My struggles are pretty much when I get there kind of last minute, and you get that time component. You're frustrated because you got there late, and then it feels like it's taken a while. So I'm definitely going to get there early this time around.
Makes sense. What was I going to do? I was trying to look at, when the 2023 playoffs kicked off and when San Diego played, but they were doing a bye situation then.
Yeah, that's right.
Remember in 2023? So it wasn't the same. I have nothing to go off of. I have no idea when our first playoff game could be because San Diego didn't join until the semifinals where they lost to Seattle. So I got nothing for you.
Feeling it out as we go, man.
Trying to. I'm a planner, bro. I just want to know what I'm doing on Friday night. You know what I mean?
Have it down to a science.
Yeah. Anyway, well, we're going up to the USA game tonight. See y'all out there. Have to navigate the parking situation there. Might have to get some tips and tricks from you because I don't know what we're
I don't know either. I really don't because they don't have the shuttles for non-current games.
Yeah.
So am I just going to park where we normally would park for the shuttle and then just walk? It's about a 40-minute walk, which is not bad, but depending on how cold it is.
I'd be okay with a 30-minute walk because I was just at Disney, bro. I could walk anywhere right now. I'm warmed up. But I don't know. I don't know what to do. It's no parking passes. They're charging $62 for the parking passes across the way. It's almost like you want to load up your car and ask everyone to chip in $12 or something.
That's
not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea. But that's pretty. Yeah, I don't know. It's hopefully they figure out the parking situation, especially during non-current games because it just becomes so much more difficult for everybody to attend.
But also what I practiced in my long lines at theme parks is my patience. So I have no problem being patient in parking. Traffic on the highway. I was I trained for this yesterday in the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train ride. Oh, man. Anyway, anything else we need to address today?
No, man. I'm just excited to our last home game of the year, regular season home game. So, hoping to have some fun.
Should be a big, I don't know, fan appreciation environment to it. How they do. And I'll be excited, man. They got those scarves now that are like player scarves.
Saw that. Yeah.
I'm like, do I need a Chawinga scarf? I
Got
don't know. I don't.
Yeah, kind of.
I don't normally get names on jerseys, but now that I have, I'm like, do I go all in?
That's a slippery slope. Before you know it, you're gonna get a Cooper jersey and a Lorena jersey, and you're gonna
Maybe I'm showing up with blue hair on Sunday. I don't know. Could you imagine? That would be childish as hell. You know that hair gel,
hair color.
that hair gel that turned your hair a certain color temporarily. Did you ever use that as a kid?
I did not. I didn't even know they had such a thing.
Oh yeah, you put like red spikes in your hair or something. Totally rocker style, man. Pretty crazy. Well, we're gonna get out of here. We appreciate you guys to the moon and back. Excited to get going. Excited to get the playoffs right around the corner. Talking more about it next week. In the meantime, you can hit us up at No Other Pod, at Dan Kooser, at Chris Wright 21 on socials. Email us, nootherpod@gmail.com. 5-star ratings and reviews, please. Hit us up, Apple Pod, Spotify, wherever you do get your pods. And we'll just count on talking to you next week. So for Chris, I'm Daniel. We love you. Goodbye.